Hi YouTube. My bad. My bad. My bad. Hi YouTube. Hi YouTube. Hi cousins. Let me um let me put the link for you guys in the bio. Let me put the link for you guys in the bio. Hi cousins. Hi. Let me know where y'all watching from. So a couple things. I have so much information to share with you guys. All right, let me know where you guys watching from while I put the okay. So the link to be a guest is pinned in the comment section on let me see. All right. Okay, so the link to be a guest is in the comment section on YouTube. And now it's in the comment section. I don't know how long we're going to be here for, but let's see. Okay. Hi, guys. So the link to be a guest is in the comment section on YouTube and also the comment section on Facebook. So much is happening. Okay, let me give you guys an update. So we've been casting for Are You Ready to Get Married? And we have the first gentleman whose wife we'll be looking for. And on Monday, I believe, I will put out the casting for a woman of a particular pedigree. And I, for the first time, will be picking a group of women to see if they are the right somebody for this gentleman. So that's coming on Monday. You'll get more of those details. Before Monday, Sunday, do you want to learn the social media hustle, how you can make a business out of social media? I made a whole business out of social media. I own a company and own a dating app, all because of social media, right? And I came from a media career prior. So this Sunday, doing a free webinar to give you the game, but the hustle you got to come with the hustle. And if you're not an entrepreneur, that's respectable. I'm not mad at you. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. But if you know you want more in life and you really want to learn how people are really making millions of dollars from social media, you should sign up for the free webinar this Sunday. The link is in my bio section on Instagram, and also Facebook has the link as well. Okay, so if you want to be a guest, push the request. If you want to be a guest, push the request. I left my dating app was so popping tonight. I want to say this, and I left the app because I promised I would come to IG and I promised I would come to YouTube, but I really could just kept rolling in the app, child. And the wonderful thing about the app that I want to tell y'all, we're about to release comment sections inside the app. We realize people really want to leave comments under videos, and that's important. So the comment section inside the app is coming soon. Nikki, show me your wall. Uh, uh, okay. All right, you'll be first. You'll be first, Nikki. But back to what I was saying. Hold on one second. One second. All right, let's continue. So, as I was saying, I don't know, what was I saying? I got so much going on that I be saying, child. Oh, inside the dating app. So the dating app is the safe space, right? And we have some really cool people tonight, and some want to be on social media, so some you will see. But one guy in particular who will not be on social media, he worked in he had his own event company, but he's also a pastor, and he's 41 and he's a virgin and he is ready for his wife, and he has some clear things he requires. And I just think if you want to see him, you're gonna have to sign up for the app to see his video because it won't come on social media. And that happens at times. We get some people who just don't want to be in these social media streets and you can only see them in the app. And I believe this week we're going to finally launch the comment section. And we do have a promotion that's going to start in the app, but it's going to start for Christmas. So I'll give you more details about that on the way. In the meantime, let's get Nikki. All right, Nikki, let's get you. Like the page. And I've here before.
I have.
Oh, I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Oh, here
Hold
we go.
on.
Hello?
I- Hi.
Yes.
I have been on your show before. It's been a few years.
Okay, what
I,
year was you on the show?
I think 2021.
Oh, wow, 4 years.
Yes,
We have grown so much since then.
absolutely.
So, any
Um,
updates?
no, I've never met anybody. Um, I'm on the app. I actually tried to come on the app and you
I know we
left.
could have stayed on the app, like, and I felt bad because we were on the app for about an hour and almost 2 hours. But I wanted to make sure I promised IG earlier I would come to Instagram and YouTube. So I appreciate you coming to YouTube. You
I
look
did. I
pretty.
followed.
You look pretty.
Oh, you look pretty too, Kendra. Always. Thank
Oh,
you.
well, thank you, girl. Well, thank you, girl. Well, okay, so you ready to do it again, girl?
I guess. I guess.
Let's try it. All right,
Okay.
Nikki, where you calling me from, baby?
I'm calling from Mississippi.
And how old are you?
44.
44. And what do you do for a living?
I am a legal assistant at a national law firm in the United States that's based in Memphis.
Legal assistant. And what else?
At a law firm, just
Okay, no, you said a national what?
law firm that is it's national. I mean, it's national all over.
Can I just say a legal assistant?
Yes,
Okay, you have any kids?
I do. I have three.
Okay, how many kids? Oh, three kids. How old are your kids?
My oldest is 20. My youngest is 8.
I need
I
all the
w-
ages.
huh?
I need all the ages.
Oh, and the middle one is 14. My son is 14.
So 2014 and 8. All by the same man?
Yes, I married and was in a long-term relationship with my ex-husband for 17 years.
Wait, was you married or in a long-term relationship?
Both. It's 17 years in total. We were married for 9 years.
Okay. Okay, you can just say you got married. We don't gotta know. Once you got married, girl, you was married. So you was married. And when did you get divorced?
Um, June of this year.
You just got divorced? What is this? We in November. 3 months ago? 4 months
Yes,
ago?
but I've been separated from him for the last 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why it take 6 years for the divorce?
It it was COVID for one. I separated in 2019, right before everything happened. Got the court case, and then it was just held up. And it kept getting, pushed off between trying to, start all over by myself because I had been with him since I was 21 years old. Um, with 3 kids, with my 3 kids, it was just and COVID. I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. I went through a total of like 3 attorneys. So it was it was not easy. That's the only thing I can say. It was kind of difficult.
Okay. Okay. Did he not want a divorce?
I think he did, but I know for a fact that what came with a divorce is probably what he didn't want.
Did he give you money?
Yeah, things of that
Gotcha.
nature. So it was a lot of fighting about stuff that didn't even matter,
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay. Okay. All
yeah,
right. So we got Nikki, Mississippi, 44, legal assistant. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. I have 3 kids, and where you? Oh, in Mississippi. I think I got it all. And she's divorced. Was once married. All right, Nikki. Nikki, Mississippi, 44, Capricorn, legal assistant, mine of 3, all by her ex-husband. Is divorced since the last 4 months, but separated for the last 6 years prior to her divorce being official. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Actually, there is no. It's kind of difficult to say exactly what you're looking for. There is no. Yes, I don't have an actual. I just know what I don't want. How about that?
Okay, well, let's start there. What are your deal breakers?
My deal break liars, cheaters, and selfish men. And I'm not even talking about like as far as it goes with anything financially or materialistically or anything like that. Just selfish men, self-centered, you
Okay.
know,
Okay.
everything revolves around them and what they do, what they have, what they don't do. It's just a selfish man. No.
Okay. No selfish men. Should he look a certain way?
Uh, no, I don't really have a preference on a look. I'm pretty open, and as long as I find you attractive, that's most important.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Enough to take care of himself. Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, let's do the Kendra cam. There's no dollar amount, right?
No. I'm.
Okay, okay. I like. Is this a sword set? You on your
Yeah, I
PJs?
really wasn't prepared for the Kendra cam. I feel like I'm a little ashy, but it'll be fine.
Okay, okay. So Nikki, Mississippi, 44, Capricorn. What's the age range you would date?
47 to 55, and I know that's a specific, but yeah.
Okay. Do you want him to be in Mississippi? Why is it
No,
so specific? That's a 3 year window.
47 to 55.
Oh, 47. You're right. Oh, that's kind of why. So it's eight. Was it 8 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um, no, he doesn't have to be in Mississippi. I mean, no, definitely no.
but why? So could he can't be 46 and he can't be 56?
It just depends on the person. It just depends on the person because I mean, it doesn't. It matters, but I think it's more of mindset than anything. I don't want anyone that's too young, and I don't want anyone that's too mature. And I don't like using the word old, but mature. You know.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Um, should When was your last relationship?
Um, my marriage.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Uh, a few months ago. Yeah, a few months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Um, minding my mouth, and that's
Binding your mouth.
yes, only because you know how you have those people who have the tendency to say the first thing that comes to mind. I do that.
Okay.
I do that.
All right. Okay.
Um,
Definitely one. Okay, 2 more.
Also overthinking, because I will try to analyze to no avail. And I think it's just because of the work that I do. We're always trying to find facts in something, even if it, yeah. So, yeah, overthinking and um, I want to say, I don't know how to put this, but generally, I mean, I don't feel like it's anything wrong, but I guess it can be. And I think that's what's hindering me anytime that there is uh something or something that may arrive that makes I'm gonna not even say make it uncomfortable, but just that gives me any kind of I don't want to say bad vibes, but an uneasy feeling. Generally, I have a tendency to detach, like nothing. Like I can stop talking. I can, I can, I don't. I guess I'm not gonna. I don't want to say unforgiving because I forgive. I just don't. Um, I don't have a tolerance. I guess I need to be a little bit more lenient, have more tolerance for things because I understand people do make mistakes. I make mistakes, all of that. But since everything, I just don't. At the first sign of anything, I just kind of cut it off. I don't know what you want to call that, but I do. So I want to work on that. I think,
Okay. So basically, okay, well, let's get to it. So Nikki, could the guy have kids?
of course, he should, because because I'm not having any more. He should.
Okay. And should he be in Mississippi? Did I ask you that?
Yeah, and I told you that is he doesn't have to be.
So you'll relocate?
I would like to eventually.
Oh,
That's
okay.
been my goal for the last couple of years, actually.
Where do you want to relocate to?
Um, I've always wanted to move to Virginia. I think I went to Hilton Head, and then somehow we ended up in Virginia, and it was just a beautiful place. It was a place that I was like, I wouldn't mind living here. Nowhere specific in Virginia, but yeah, the whole
Okay.
state itself.
The what?
The state itself, I think it's a beautiful place, Virginia.
Yeah, I went to Hampton. Well, I went to Hampton, Virginia, and Hampton, Virginia. All right. Let's do. Okay, so you told me you're inside the. You told me why the guy would be lucky to be with you. Did I ask you that?
No, you didn't ask me that,
Okay. Why would
and
the guy be lucky to be with you?
I won't say he would be lucky to be with me, but if um if a man was to be with me, he would definitely get a long term. He would definitely have a long term partner, maybe even a wife. I'm not gonna lie, my marriage was not good the first time, but I did enjoy being a wife. So I know that's a crazy thing to say, right? But I
No, I
did. I
don't think
loved it.
so. Sometimes you're just married to the wrong person.
Right. Which was the case. So I do enjoy being a wife. However, you know, I am 44, so and things have changed drastically since the last time I was out here dating, which was in the early 2000s. Uh, so nobody looks for that anymore anyway, in my opinion. Although I did see the guy on your show just not too long ago, the Virgin. Uh,
Oh, you was inside
yeah,
the dating app. So yeah,
yeah.
this is. I was just talking about him. He won't come to social media, so only people that are inside the app will see his video. But what did you think of him?
I think he was nice for someone else, not for someone like me. Mm-mm.
No, listen, I'm happy you said that because what I liked about him, he had every quality that the women tell me they want. They want a God-fearing man, which he was. He really follows God to the point where at 41 years old, he's never had sex. You have to watch the video inside the app to get the reason behind it. I'll give you a little bit. He's been a caretaker for his mother for a long time, but you get the rest of the story by watching the video. He does not want to have sex until he's married. And well, how about this? What was your automatic turn offs of him?
It wasn't necessarily a turnoff. It was just not a good fit. Besides, I don't like younger men. I like older men for sure.
He's 41.
Yeah, I like older men, older than me. I don't
Okay,
even like men. I didn't say 44, 45. I went straight to 47 to 55.
okay,
And
that's fair. So you didn't like the age.
I do not. And he was a virgin and he had many and plenty firsts that he would have with a woman. And I don't feel like, at
Here's the
this
deal.
age,
That's
I wanted
fair.
to.
Listen, I'm not mad at you because that's fair. That's everything you're saying is fair. I guess the point I'm trying to make is sometimes I feel like y'all request a certain type of guy, but when that type of guy with the pedigree shows up, not necessarily you, because I feel like you have 3 kids. I don't. You wouldn't be a match for him because he wants to have children, right? So he wants a woman younger. He wants a woman younger than you. Like you want a man older than him, and he also wanted a woman that was willing to have children. But he wants to be a husband to the woman he has kids with. He wants to provide for the woman he has kids with, and he's not trying to have sex until they get married. And these are things I hear all the time from women on my show. They're looking for a guy that's God-fearing, don't want to have sex to the wedding night, love on their kids. And then the man shows up, and then all of a sudden there's excuses why, well, really, I don't want that after all.
Well, because he shows up as a virgin, and he he he's very specific about his what he wants. And as far as him as it goes, like with his religion, I have no issue with anyone or religion, but I'm not a real religious person. I'm spiritual, and I'm a believer, but to the extent that he was speaking, I don't fit the criteria. No.
And that's fair. And maybe this is not necessarily for you. It's really for the woman that has, because I don't think you really laid down his pedigree as what you was looking for. But I've heard what he represents time and time again on this show. Not necessarily from you, and that could be fair, but other women have 1000% said to me, God fearing, no sex till marriage, love on their kids, follow the word, come with me to church. And I'm like, not try, want to get to know them. He wants to he's courting for marriage. Like, so I can understand in your case, that wasn't what you were telling me. Do you even want to get married again? You do want to get married again, right?
To the right person, yes, but but not, yeah, to the right person, yeah. To the
My
right person.
theory, my theory is women want to marry the men who don't want to be husbands. Y'all be wanting to marry the men who do not want to be husbands. They happy in situationship roles. They happy when I see you roles. And those are the ones that y'all be want to marry. And y'all be
No,
like,
I don't. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna
I
say.
can't
I
say that
like
about
women.
you. Again, I'm kind of talking with you right now, to be quite honest, Nikki, because I mean, I don't know what happened in the 6 year separation, but you was married. You was married to the man you had 3 kids with. So I'm not really talking to you. You brought the guy up. So that's how we even got to the guy. Okay. So you brought the guy up. So because you brought the guy up, I added all the other stuff. But now that we're in this conversation and we can wrap it up in a bow, that's what I will say. And that's what I observe. The exciting man who D's you down, looks good, swags out. You marry him any day of the week. He don't want to be nobody's husband. That's not what he here for. He here for a good
No,
time, not a long time. He here for a nice picture, a nice drink, a good weekend. Get it in, get it out, and see if I see you again. Maybe I won't see you again, but hopefully you had a good weekend or a good month or a good 2 or a good 3. Then when Mr. Husband come around, who comes with a practical regimen, because husband got practical regimen. Here's the deal. I make 80K a year. I done bought a home. Okay. Mortgage paid for. Okay. I got a bedroom for me, you, and one or maybe at the most 2 more kids. Okay. We not going on vacation every goddamn day. We might do something once, maybe if we having a good year, twice a year. I'm gonna be loyal to you though. I got okay sex. Okay. I don't got band man, make you man, but I got okay sex. That's what he could provide. Okay. Okay. But I'm gonna love on you. I'm gonna be loyal. Let's do this thing of life. Will you be my wife?
you know what? That almost sound like my husband, except my ex-husband, except for the loyal part. There
Well,
was
then
no.
that wasn't it, because
Yeah.
I think that's tough for any woman. Although, listen, we're gonna talk about cheating is, it's not foreign for marriages, right? And I'm just telling the truth. And of course, not every marriage has infidelity. So please, 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 please hear me. But there's marriages that go through it and survive it. Like, it just kind of is what it is. But listen, I will always understand if a woman says, I can't accept that. But let's also talk about women cheat too. So it's not just a one-way street in these infidelity streets when it comes to marriages. And let me tell you, the men who get cheated on, the man that usually gets cheated on is the woman that married the man because he was safe. You know, she thought she wanted to be a wife and she really wanted something. She thought she wanted to be her wife, so she settled down for something practical, and she's bored, and she's not necessarily happy and excited in her marriage. So then she goes out and she finds big, I don't know. Give me what's the big D name, lady? um,
Devontae.
Devontae. Okay, she goes out and finds Devontae, and then she cheats on her good ass husband who loves on her kids, who would die for her if he had to. But she goes out and cheats on Devontae. That happens too. So just while we talk about infidelity in marriages, it does happen both ways.
And it does happen. And the thing is, the women who have a tendency to stay in those relationships eventually start to take on those type of attributes as well, because you don't want to necessarily leave, so you stay through it. But if it consistently starts to happen, then you feel like that's a normal process in the situation, to the point where even you would be open to do so. He doing his thing, I guess I do my thing. We just,
No, I get it. Listen, it's not for here. The overall part of the conversation is this: marriage is not Disney World. Like, like I think that's what I really don't even think about the wedding day. Don't even think about the ring. Like, throw those two things out of your mindset when you think about marriage. And I have my friend QDZ, who I need to bring on the show, who's been married for I don't know how many years now, but he's been married for probably 13 years plus. And he said something to me and it stuck. And he said, I really don't think you should have a wedding until you've been married for 5 years. Because what happens is people focus so much on the wedding day, the dress, the ring, the ceremony, that they don't focus on the most important thing, and that's the marriage. And that first year of engagement should be really more so focused on the marriage, not this party y'all about to throw for people for the ambiance part of it. But that's neither here nor there. But either way, we got into this long conversation because that pastor ain't for you.
no,
That's
he
what it
is
all comes
not.
down to. The pastor ain't for her.
He's not. No, he's not.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
All
he's
right,
a
so let's
nice
go to
looking
it.
man, and he's a nice man, and a nice man. He seems very smart, and he knows what he wants. I wish him well. Uh, just not, no. The 28 to 34, he said, I think he's looking for. It's will probably suit him a whole lot better. I was just thinking back when I was 28.
So
You
what
don't.
made you bring him up? Because you brought him up.
I know. I was. I was trying to make a point. But
What
no.
was the point you was trying to make?
I actually forgot. I can't. We started talking about so much. I forgot. But I was just saying. I was just making a point. He is no, he's not for me. But I wish him well.
Hold on, I see this comment, not to cut you off, but someone said taking advice for single women is insane. Well, then go take advice from the woman who's married to the man in jail, who go take her advice. Go take advice from the woman who's married to a man in another country who she ain't never met, but she married. Go take an advice for the woman who husband cheat on her and she know it, and she watching the kids that he made with the other woman. Go take advice from her. I don't give a damn. Let me tell y'all something about me. I am not forcing anyone to take my advice. I'm not even forcing you to be here. You woke your ass up. You got on your phone, push your thumbs to come follow me and watch my show. I didn't ask your ass to be here. You don't gotta take my advice, because guess what? I don't give a damn about you taking my advice. I know my advice works, baby. Listen. So you can take advice from anybody who you desire. Take advice from these sad ass men who talk about women like dogs, who trying to teach y'all, to tell y'all what you gotta be to get one of them to like you, as they call women bitches all damn day. Take their advice. Go be with them. I could care less. It's your life. Okay? So you do not hurt me none when you say taking my advice is insane. What's insane is why your ass here if you think it's insane. I think it's insane to watch somebody that you think is insane because you have to volunteer to watch them with your insane ass. The hell? Let me tell you something. My advice works. I'm very happy in my life. And when it comes to marriage, I feel very comfortable talking about marriage because people who are married have said they would not be married if it wasn't for me. This is the things out of married people's mouths and letters and DMs. I'm actually about to post a video. I'm gonna read this DM right here. I'm sorry to go off. I gotta talk my shit tonight because I be letting a lot of slip shot. I be letting a lot of stuff slide because when you a worker, you a worker. You don't got time for the nonsense. But I gotta talk my shit more because y'all got me fucked up in these streets, y'all. Let me read this. Okay, from this guy. Let me read this. I'm gonna show this. I haven't even post. I didn't Mike Bars. I haven't even posted it yet. I'm gonna make a post about it. But he sent me a DM. Um, he said, was it yesterday? Yesterday. He sent me a DM yesterday. Met on your app, now engaged, wedding in 10 days. Thank you for your platform. I didn't even post this yet. He sent me a DM. They're getting married. They met from my dating app, and he sent me a DM thanking me. I have met, honestly, I have plenty. I have plenty of messages like that. But here's the deal. How about this? Back to what I said in the beginning. Go take anybody else's advice. I could care less. See where it gets you. And if it gets you where you want to be, glory be to God. Okay? Glory be to God. I'm not telling you got to follow me. I wish your ass wouldn't. I would say this, and I'm going to go back to you. I really wish everybody that doesn't like me just don't watch my show. It's that simple. Case closed. You never have to worry about me again.
The
Like
ones
you
that
never
don't
really.
like you watch you more than the people who
Yeah,
actually
because
love
let me
you.
tell you what it is, Nikki. It's not that they don't like me. They jealous. Let me break it down, Nikki. I don't know what happened with when it came to you tonight, but I guess I'm just breaking down all the shit tonight. It's not that they don't like me. They're really jealous and envious, and they're not happy in their own lives. And that's the truth of it. That's just what it is. Because don't no sane person wake up and watch a person every day that they don't like. Like it don't make no sense. Let me tell you something. I don't like country music, okay? I like Beyonce, so I liked country music as long as Beyonce was doing country music, I liked country music. Beyonce ain't doing country music no more, so damn it, I don't like country music. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't follow no country music page. I can't name no country music artist that Beyonce didn't introduce me to. I don't watch the CMA Awards talk about some y'all ain't better than R&B singers. You know why? Because I don't give a damn. I watch the things that I like. So anybody, because you have to know, I'm only in your life because you put me in it. You don't know me in real life. Okay, you're not in my real life. You're not my neighbor. You can never afford to be that. Let me talk my shit real quick. We don't do nothing in life the same. Let's just be clear. So you have to wake your ass up, come to my social media pages to complain about not liking me. Do you know how crazy that sounds? You sound like you need to be in a mental institution. Who does that? You put me in your life to not like me. What? Goofy. That's some goofy ass shit. Nicole, I know you didn't come here for none of this stuff tonight, but I guess I had to talk my shit, child. Who knows?
But that is crazy because I don't think I would want to be around, listen to, see, or be a part of anything somebody of someone that I don't like. I don't.
It's insane.
It's
But
just
I'm sorry, I did not mean to use your moment for that. That's really not why you're here. What is your name on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I think it may be Nikki Noel too. I think it is.
Nikki
I think it is.
Noel. Okay, it is. All right, Nikki Noel. Noel like Christmas. Nikki Noel. We see you, girl.
That's me.
Nikki Noel.
Yeah, that's me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Nikki Noel, listen, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. And excuse me. I apologize for you having to be a part of me get some things off my chest tonight, but I guess when the spirit speaks, I just be following it, child. But keep me posted how it goes. Fellas, it's Nikki Noel inside the Kendra G Singles dating app. Shoot your shot and send her a message or scroll down and push the like or the star.
I'm
Okay.
waiting now.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kendra. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Someone just said Kendra's advice got me married. Free A said Kendra's. I'm gonna screenshot this, child. Kendra's advice got me married. I have, and I say this in a humble space, and I'm not even humble. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I ain't humble. I looked at the definition of humble, and humble says not proud. That ain't me. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. So if you're looking for a humble person, find somebody else to follow. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not humble. I'm very proud, okay, of everything I have accomplished. So I ain't her. Go find somebody else to play with. But when it comes to marriage, I I 1000% feel very confident talking about marriage, and I know a lot about marriage, and I don't have to be married in order to know about marriage. I don't. Okay? That's like, and it only happens, and I say this all the time. I've been a journalist for over 20 years. And before this space, I only interviewed celebrities, singers, actors. No one ever said, you don't got a Grammy. How can you interview a person? You don't have an Oscar. It never came up. But all of a sudden, when I started talking to single people, and the reason I can tell you about marriage is because I'm a journalist. I've collected data. I can absolutely tell you the individuals who want to get married and who the individuals who are playing with marriage. I can tell it so easy. That's why even our first person who got married, Joanna Evans, and Evans came on the show. I literally had just started the show. It was it was COVID, so it's 2020. And I started the show at the end of April. So Evans was like on maybe my second or third show. And I said, and Evans was like ready to be a husband. And I said, this is a good one, ladies. He's a good one. His now wife, Joanna, was watching, and she even says it when they came on. She was like, Kendra, you said he was a good one. And he ended up being a good one. They got married. They the first couple to ever get married, got 2 kids to this day. It's easy to tell if somebody really wants to. I mean, I could tell by now if somebody really wants to be a husband and if somebody really wants to be a wife. And but furthermore, guess what? I don't give a fuck if you don't believe it. I don't care. Go, like literally, go while you here. Go follow the people who miserable because they ain't not happy. Let me tell you something. You know why people talk about Kendra? Because Kendra's name is money. That's the only reason why people talk about me. Because my name makes them money. Point blank, period. So let's start there. Okay? My name is currency. So people enjoy talking about me. How many names have you ever heard me say on this platform? Besides celebrities. Nobody. Because guess what? I'm the real gangster. I build shit on my own. I don't need to use somebody else's content or name to become what I want to become in this world. I work. That's what workers do. This is what successful people do. This week I did an observation. I was talking to my therapist, and I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. It is what it is. I've been having a lot of conversations, a lot of things that I'm working on. So I have a lot of meetings. And this week in particular, most of my conversations have been with millionaires. And I was talking to my therapist and I said, you know what? I love talking to my millionaire friends. You know why? Because you know what we talk about? We talking about making money. That's all we talk about. Every conversation I have with a millionaire friend, how do we make more money? What do we do in learning to make money? And then potential leisure time. But a lot of time we don't even talk about leisure times because we too busy trying to put our minds together to figure out ways to become more successful. You know what we don't talk about? Other people. Me and my millionaire friends don't talk about other people. We talk about ways to create things in this world. Guess who talk about other people all day? Broke people. That's what they do because they got time. See, people who make money, we know our time is value. Okay? My time is my currency. So how I spend my time literally matters, because whatever I'm doing, I'm taking away from money I could be making. So are you worth that? Are you worth me? But people spend time on, that's why they're gonna be broke and never successful. They're gonna be broke their whole lives and never successful because all they do is gossip. And and they use their tongue to curse their own lives. Like that's the even more astonishing thing about this, is that people think they're cursing me, and the whole time they're only cursing their whole lives. Nothing you say will ever harm me. It will always only harm you. And God forbid you have children, your poor daughters are going to grow up to become the women that you talk about online all day. Imagine calling a woman a bitch, a hoe, a whore, and you have a daughter. Child, that's what your daughter's going to become. That's just the way life works. Okay? And I don't know how people have learned, gotten this far in life, and haven't learned that lesson yet. Your kids are going to reap the benefits of your decisions. It's called karma. It never misses. So all you fathers out here who be on a Yuba Tuba talking about women all day, get ready for your daughter's life. Get ready for it, okay? Because she gonna be everything you talk about. Every single thing you talk about, that's what your daughter's gonna end up like. By the power of your tongue. God listening clear. Okay. Oh, this is easy. Next. So with that being said, for my haters, I mean, I don't mind you being here because you only make me money by being here anyway. So hi. But on the flip side, you are kind of insane, because who watches a person every day that they don't like? A goofy. And with that being said, I don't know. I guess the spirit has something to say today, child. We out. Don't forget Sunday. Okay, before I forget, Sunday, the webinar. If you want to learn the social media hustle, the webinar. Oh, I do want to say this. I've been wanting to say this because someone said that people are miserable. I'm happy you said that, because I want to say that. How? Because it gets back to me sometimes, right? And there's this narrative that I'm not happy. But if I'm the unhappy one, why are you so intrigued by my life? That's what I don't get. If I'm the one that did life wrong, like I'm the one that's not happy, I'm living in a penthouse in Beverly Hills, but I'm not happy, allegedly. Why are you giving me so much attention? Because, see, I be busy in my life, child. So how do you have so much time in your happy ass life to come figure out what I'm doing in my alleged miserable ass life? Because the truth of the matter is, you might convince the people online, I know the truth. You're not happy. You're miserable. You're jealous. You're envious of my success because I'm a Black woman. I'm a dark-skinned Black woman. How dare I live above the limits that you have set for the bar of my life? Oh, let me get real deep with this. This really comes down to the fact that I'm a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman that's doing way better than a lot of men. And remember when you was a kid and then you was in kindergarten and they said the boy that bothered you the most, he bothered you because he really liked you, right? Because he didn't know what to do with his emotions. So when you're in kindergarten, the boy that was always bothering you and trying to hit you is because he really liked you. And as a child, he didn't know what to do with that emotion. Well, that little kid that bothered you and didn't get enough attention and was very sad that you didn't be his girlfriend, grew up and got a microphone and became a podcaster. And now all he does all day is yell, screams, and cries about all the women that he would never have a day in his lifetime. And now he finally feels good because guess what? There's a whole bunch of other goofy ass men who are like, finally, somebody that understands my pain. Please be our leader because like you, we're lonely and no woman wants us. And we just hate this universe. And God forbid these women are really proving that they can be happy without a man. Please talk about her. Y'all some bitch asses. Let me tell you who the real gangster. I I'm really the real gangster. I'm harder than a lot of you niggas, and that you can take it how you want to take it. If I'm masculine, you a bitch. And that's what it comes down to. What I meant that with my chest. Because I cannot believe how weak some of these men are. Like, I really feel bad for the women of today. Because these are the men. You are the king. You are the king. I'm so grateful that social media is just a part of my life and not my real life, and that I'm blessed to have real men in my real life to compare to weak men online. If it wasn't for my real life of these astonishing men, and black men at that, that's why I will always love black men, because in my real life, the black men are just incredible. These are incredible humans. So I'll never say a blanket statement of an overall of black men. The most incredible black man ever is my father. Like, nobody tops him, period. So I really feel sad because what's happening is we're dealing with the area of jealous men of women. And it's really sad because men don't know what to do with women like myself, who are very unapologetically don't give a fuck about your opinion, know that your opinion is some bullshit. And I want to add this too. For everybody that be trying to give me advice, do it in your own life. How are you going to give me advice if you're not more successful than me? Because if I was to take your advice, I will end up like you, and I don't want to be you. See, I don't want to switch places with you, your mama, your wife, your kids. I gonna choose Kendra every lifetime. Every lifetime. If God put the deck down and said you could be Kendra G, or this man's baby mama, or this man's wife, I'm gonna choose Kendra G every time. I don't want to switch places. So therefore, I cannot take your advice, because then I will have your life. And you know my saying, I would rather seek Jesus first. Okay? So if you could do it better, guess what? Do it better. Don't give me the advice on how to do it better. Prove that you can do it better. But guess what I know? You can't do this shit better. Period. That goes for anybody. Can't nobody do this shit better than me. You know why nobody can't do it better than me? Because they don't have good intentions. The only reason why I'm successful at what I do is because I genuinely have good intentions. I genuinely come here to connect people. I genuinely am happy for other people. It's a genuine situation. It is my passion. That's why I am successful. Other people want to duplicate it, but they want to duplicate it because they want the fame that they believe that I receive from it. What does Sarah Jakes? What does Sarah Jakes say? Sarah Jakes is my girl. And she recently said, you could take my whole playbook, but guess what you ain't gonna get? The oil. You can try to duplicate me all day long, but you don't have the oil, baby. You're not gonna ever rise to the occasion in which I am, because you an imitator. You're not genuine. It's never gonna work for you. And if you felt that I was talking to you, then I guess I was. I don't say nobody's name on my platform. If you want a shout out, you can send a cash app for $10,000 for it. Other than that, you will always remain nameless. And with that being said, mic drop. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Join the free webinar for social media. It's on Sunday. I might do a show on Saturday because it's raining in California. I can't leave this damn house, y'all. 2020 live. It definitely rains in California. But for the webinar, if you want to learn the social media hustle, make sure you go to my IG, click on it. I'll show you the game of how people are doing very well and making businesses because of social media, like myself. And with that being said, there you have it. Oh, hold on real quick. Okay, one more before we go, because I knew one goofy who didn't have a daddy, and Kevin Samuels was his daddy, was going to say it, because Kevin Samuels may he rest in peace. He died 2 days before my birthday, 3 years ago. I don't like talking about the dead, but since y'all always talk about the dead, and y'all won't let that man rest in peace, I created my show before I even heard of Kevin Samuels. Before Kevin Samuels, it's documented. Like, I heard of Kevin Samuels in November. My show was created in April. You know who created, who inspired my show? D Nice. D Nice inspired my show because he was DJing on IG Live. And I was in a breakup and I decided to go on IG Live to do what he did, but for single people and connecting them during COVID. So shout out to D Nice because literally he is the true inspiration of what made me copy my show, not Kevin Samuels. And ladies, let me tell you something. Can you please pick good men to be daddies to your children so they don't have to grow up and make a man who they never met on a Yuba Tuba the hero of their life? A man, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like I just said, the tongue is powerful. You think you cursing somebody, but guess how your life going to end? Just like the women you curse. Oh, what was Kevin Samuels' number one line? You going to die alone. Who he died next to? Who he died next to that couldn't even give him CPR to save his life at the age of 53 years old? Play with God if you want to. Think you can speak upon people's life if you want to. God always going to remind you who in charge, who the leader. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful because I don't talk about people that passed on. But y'all talk about Kevin Samuels like he died in a way that you want to die. Now, if you want to die at 53 with no wife by your side that can't revive you, and now I'm learning that he was a whole daddy, a deadbeat daddy at that. You online talking about women, you ain't taking care of your own flesh and blood. I don't know what human takes advice from a man who don't raise their kids. Every man I know in my life don't fuck with no nigga who don't raise their kids. That's character flaw number one, period. Can no man teach a class if he can't teach his own kids? And y'all sat up here because y'all ain't have no father figure. You ain't have no daddy to look up to, and you made that man king. Well, listen, if you want his demise to be your demise, well, then I wish you the best. It's not what I would wish for you, but if that's what you desire, it is your life. Live it as you desire, because that's what I do with mine. And guess what? You volunteered to be here. I ain't call you. You called me. You got up. You showed up. So if you liked it, I love it. And if you didn't, you were goofy. And it's that simple. Good night. The end.